goes yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 4 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things...
And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On play action, it's Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
I kind of chuckled to myself a little bit when I remember Darren Sproles coming out of college. I remember one scout saying, yeah, but what are you going to do with him in the pass game? Quarterback can't find him downfield because he's only 5'6". And that screen pass, they found him pretty well. And his balance is unsurpassed. He's so strong, he can take hits and stay on his feet.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Sproles. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the 50, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing great.
From the gun, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Don't get nervous. Hey, alert 3.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job when knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.